So I don't know if it's gonna be part 3 or part 4. It'll probably be a part 4 to this update. I actually don't know when I'm going to release it because I have like some stuff in the works. But where I left off on, because that was the hubby that called. I gotta go up to my notes because I went to notes. I put them in notes so I wouldn't be somewhere rambling about it. I think I was talking about his wife now. How I feel about his wife. And again, I don't have no feelings about her or him or them or their unit. I would just hope that she's not. I just hope. I won't wish this shit that I'm going through with my kids on my worst motherfucking enemy. And there's some people that I just don't fucking like. So I would just hope that she don't have to go through what I'm going through with her baby. But I don't know if I said it, but I don't. She ain't never like inbox me, DM me, text me, call me. Like, she not on that hood rat rah rah shit. At least from what I can tell right now, she's not. I don't know what type of person she really is because I have never spoken with her. I guess what else? Will I get along with her? Will I speak to her? I'm gonna act as cordial as I can act. Like, I don't have no problem with somebody that I don't know. Like, that's just stupid to me to have an issue with somebody that I don't know. I know her husband and I know how he likes to manipulate stuff. So I ain't telling what she feel about me anyway. But I'm not finna sit here and say that we will be friends. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that we'll be enemies. I feel like it's enough black women against each other to where I shouldn't have to be arguing with anyone's wife or baby mama. Like, I don't even argue with J baby mamas. Like, I literally don't. I don't have them problems with either one of his baby mamas. So I'm not gonna have these problems with somebody that I don't have zero feelings for what? So, like, even if she was to hit me up on some rah-rah type stuff, I'm not gonna entertain it because I don't see the point, because I don't have feelings for him. Like, she could sit here and try to say what she thinks she know about me and about this custody case and about my kids and this, that, and the third. She could say that all she wants to, because, I mean, I would expect you to believe your husband. So, I mean, okay. So, I mean, yeah, I have grown so much. Like, back in the day, I used to care about what people thought, care about explaining my side of the story. That ain't what happened. That ain't. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm at that stage in life now. I don't give a fuck. All I'm worried about is seeing my goddamn kids, knowing that no one's beating them. I obviously know that there's some type of abuse going on over there, but I can't say that it happened from this particular person. Also, since that case was closed, I can't talk about that. My son have sat here and again, not that I was not told that I couldn't talk about what was going on in my actual fucking life. Again, if y'all have kids, you might want to ask them to exit the room for this video. This is a very adult type video. It's a real life custody case. Kids don't even know about custody cases anyway. Like, I just wouldn't even find it interesting. Me being a kid, if I was a kid, like, I don't expect this to be interesting to Carter or Crystal. I lost my whole train of thought, y'all. I hate when oh yeah, I was gonna say, this was around the time that they was dating, but Carter was in the first facility that he was in. He had said to his counselor, because he was in there choking kids and fighting and all that stuff, and like, that's another reason why I didn't want my son in there, because it ain't nothing but like a baby jail to me. They don't help you. Now, the place that he's at probably may be a little bit better. I don't know, because I never was in that facility. And I know it was in the other facility, but I could just tell by how ratchet these hoes was that I could just tell because they ratchet as fuck. They explained that Carter was choking another student or kid, staff, all this stuff. And I was like, the counselor was like, we were trying to figure out like where it happened at. Carter explained that it had happened not at his grandparents' house, but at his dad's house. But he wouldn't say nothing else about that whole situation. So while they're trying to throw dirt on my name, like I'm the one that's dangerous because they seen my comeback war veteran husband with a gun. Really, we was dangerous before he did that video. But now we're really dangerous, which I don't, y'all, like, that's a whole nother tangent. I guess you gotta have some type of marbles up there to even think about that. Also, what I was gonna talk about is for the people that feel as if I just left my kids or I don't want my kids and stuff like that, or why don't I just work it out with my baby daddy and this, that, and the third. Well, duh, why would I be spending money to see kids that he's not letting me see? It sounds as if this person don't wants to work it out, because I was cool with doing joint custody. I was cool with he get him a year, I get him a year, and flip-flop like that. I was cool with a week here, a week there, you know, rotating weeks. I was cool with rotating months. I was cool with rotating 6 months. I was cool with rotating years. A year, or at least. Like, I was cool with rotating our schedule where everyone would sit here and see the kids. When you have joint custody, normally no one gets child support. I mean, you can have it where child support is in it, but if two parents can agree to it, no one will still have to pay child support. Like, I have tried that with him. I have spoken with him about that. Like, this motherfucker is just like literally the devil. Like, the Satan in like the spitting image of Satan. This person's just Satan. Like, whenever you don't want to work, like the main problem at first was his child support was too high. Even when before the judge made the decision in the first county that we was in, it was, well, I just don't want to pay high child support. Like, I don't care if you get the kids. Like, I know you're not gonna do nothing to them because you're their mom. To, yeah, I never have to pay you child support again, bitch. Yeah, blah 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 this, blah 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 that. Like, and to now, motherfucker, I don't call you, I don't text you, I don't hotmail you, I don't email you, I don't even check to see if you woke up today. Like, I can give a fuck. Like, I don't really care about this person. All I was trying to do is what was best for the kids, which is we wouldn't even have to be paying attorney fees. Why would I want to sit here and continue to spend more money on paying attorneys that's around here riding in Beamers and Range Rovers and everything else, meanwhile while we fucking struggling? Like, so why would, because I know how much money my baby daddy make, and he does not make how he want to sit here and boss and brag that he makes. Like, then again, he might make a little bit extra money than what he say that he make, but he's very much cheap as hell. He's always been cheap as hell, rent cheap as hell. Like, everything to do with him is cheap because he's cheap, and like, nothing's wrong with being cheap, but he's like, when it comes to with certain stuff, he's just cheap as hell, and he's just never gonna change on that, and I know that. And I also know that he can sit here and have credit cards, he can sit here and save his money. Like, he's very much cheap, but that is how you keep money, by being cheap. With someone being that cheap, I don't know why you wouldn't want to just do joint custody. Like, I don't win, you don't win, neither one of us are like getting anything that we actually wanted, because I would want my kids to stay back with me like they were. He want the kids to stay with him. So the common denominator, why don't we just do joint custody and we figure out if we want to do rotating weeks, months, or years? Like, that way, and even if we did years, that means Christmas, if they was with you that year, we could have worked all this stuff out. We could have, if we would have came up with a decision ourselves, nobody would be paying child support. Like, it would have just been literally a win-win. And the only way that we would have to come back to court is if somebody just did not do what they're supposed to do with the kids with the rotating weeks or whatever it was. This person didn't want to do that. So, miss me with all that mush mouth.
Why don't you just work it out? Like, why don't y'all just work it out and come up with an agreement?
What he wanted was for me to have these 4 hours supervised with my kids, and he don't want that. He's just playing nice because we're going to court, because we're in court now. The judge, I would say at first he seemed like a fair judge, because he was more so like, they have been in court saying that Carter's acting out because of me, I'm the issue why he's acting out, blah 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 this, blah 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 that. They don't want to go back to the records, like way back, like when he was 6 and 7, still having these same issues in his custody or in his mama custody. So end up coming to find out that like the ex-wife robbed him, took his money and some more stuff, and like left state. So like, they've been exposed to more danger with them than me, but I digress. So yeah, it's not that. So as far as with this judge, they kept saying that I'm I'm violent. I must be, I'm telling Carter to go to school and act out. I come up to the school because I go to school and have lunch with Carter. I would come and show and give him cakes and stuff like that for his birthdays and stuff like that. Like, I was actually involved with the school because it's the school that they're going to, and because kids, I would want my mom to come with me to eat lunch with me sometimes. I wouldn't want to feel like, you know, work is more important than me and how I feel at school. Like, kids love when you come to their school to have lunch with them, even though it might just be 30 minutes. They cherish that. They keep that with them forever. So, what was I gonna say? So the judge, when they kept trying to say, oh, well, it's because of the mother, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And the judge is like, well, don't you think that maybe he's acting out because he misses his mother? Because he haven't seen his mother? Could that be anything? And it's like the judge haven't even heard, the judge is really just hearing their side of the story. Like, y'all telling the judge stuff for the judge to be like, nigga, that sounds stupid as hell. So that's how he was at first. Again, we haven't went to custody court at all for any type of custody modification. So we haven't went modification on child support. All we really have went to court for, nothing else. So yeah, that happened. What was I gonna say about the judge? Also, I don't know if this judge, because see, these people have been snakes. Like, they have my baby daddy, mama, brother, which is my baby daddy uncle, and they family had like adopted a kid. She had a kid with a black baby. I think she had a kid with a black dude, which basically was a black baby. She had got on drugs, and the family member they know out of loan-up court was like a judge, and she herself had basically tricked her into signing over her rights and like took custody, and she can't even see her own fucking kid no more. Like, she's seeing him sometimes, but like they're really using that drug stuff against her or whatever. So that's how this person even know how drug stuff work. And when I heard that, I'm like, damn, your own family. Then the judge that has the little boy, the biracial little boy, is racist as hell. And yeah, that's been a whole process, or was a whole process with her of getting back her own child. So like, y'all, you gotta be 10 steps ahead of people, because they be working and they talk to each other. So I don't know if this judge knows my kids' dad family or not. I wouldn't be surprised, because it just does not make no sense of how this case is going, how it is going. To me, I believe it's a conflict of interest. Who knows who she still knows, because judges sit there for a while, and like, the county they're in is very much small. So I'm just saying. Let's see. And then another thing that I don't understand is, how fucking hard is it to put oil on Crystal hair? Like, she is not all the way white. Like, she is biracial. Like, comb the damn baby hair. Every time I get this little girl, her hair is nappy. Like, it needs oil. Like, her hair needs oil and nutrition. Like, it needs that. Like, yeah, it's like in between, but it's thick, it's curly. It needs oil. You cannot just put her hair in a ponytail and think that yeah. I don't understand how the courts will let someone that can't even as much as comb her fucking hair keep her. Like, I don't understand it. Also, with sending Carter to this facility, I don't know if this time he even had a choice on whether he wanted to. I don't know if I said this person's name. So, also, I don't know if my baby dad had a choice of not on if he was going to send Carter to this facility or not. But this is the second time of him going to another facility. No one wants to bring up Carter old records. They just want to bring up what happened from court to now, because it makes it look like I'm the reason for the problem. But what's funny to me is, I haven't seen Carter in almost 2 years, and he's still acting out, and he's still having issues. So you tell me what that was. Also, what I was going to sit here and say is, the last time or the time before last that we was in court, the judge caught himself mad at me because I wasn't looking at him. If y'all don't know, court works. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all why I didn't look at no fucking body. I'm in court with my old attorney dealing with bullshit. You have already agreed to some shit that I didn't even fucking agree to. And from my understanding, that's the whole point of a fucking attorney, is to that's what they do. And I guess at that time I could have just fired him and be like, nah, I don't agree to that. But it would have been a whole bunch of rah. So the attorney that I had just agreed to some bullshit. I was in court listening to some bullshit that I knew was some bullshit. Like I was really feeling like, if you have already agreed to this, why are we in fucking court? So when I went to court, I was pissed off because, nigga, why are we even here? Like, you have already agreed to it. So why are we here, sir? So the judge called himself mad because I don't have no respect for the law. I don't have no respect for the system. I don't have no respect for this. I don't have no respect for that. And it's really like, I don't have no respect for the courts because I'm not looking at you, which you're not looking at me either. Like, you're just talking in general and I'm just looking straight. Because my thing was, if I look straight at this person, you can't sit here and say that I rolled my eyes at you, that I have an attitude with you, this, that, and the third. And I really feel as if, like, I would not be surprised if this judge was somebody they fucking know. Just for the simple fact of, I didn't look at my attorney, which is somebody that I paid. I didn't look at my baby daddy. I didn't look at his attorney. I didn't look at the judge. I literally did not look at nobody. I literally looked at the in honorary trust sign and was like, listen to some bullshit. Like, what the fuck ever? I'm here wasting my fucking time. What was the point of me being in fucking court? So the judge was like, well, you know, you don't have no respect for it. I didn't have no, also because I said him was like, my name's not Watson. I've been married, my last name have changed. If my attorney had told me that I had to go in there and modify that, or the courts don't see this, that the courts still have it under your other name, to me, that's a technicality. So if y'all don't even know who the fuck I am, how are y'all gonna tell me what the hell I can and can't fucking do? To me. And that was my whole stand with my attorney. So I guess the judge feels as if I don't like him. But even after saying that stupid ass shit, he wanted to give me and my baby daddy a spiel on how we should work together and co-parent for the better of the kids, to put the kids in sports, to do this and do that. And it's like, duh, like, no one wants to be in fucking custody court for years and years and years. So clearly it's not working. So clearly we in here with you wasting our time. Like, I don't understand that. I got another story that I'm probably gonna talk about later. But y'all, that's the whole little thing with that. I was gonna say something else while I was trying to talk, but like, it's just like, for someone to sit here, y'all, to me, it's just like the judge is our dad. Like, hey, you need to get along and you need to get along. I'm gonna make y'all get along. Why can't y'all agree with this shit outside of fucking court? Like, my nigga, if we could, we would. Like, that's my whole thing. I'm not gonna sit here and sign over my rights of my kids. I'm not gonna sit here and never be fine with having supervised visitation of my kids for a technicality, for a gray area. And I'm just not. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna continuously come to court, continuously to come to court, and we all gonna continuously waste our time until I feel like it's something that's fair. And to me, what's fair is either I get custody, full custody back on my kids, or joint custody. And I don't even feel the point of doing joint custody because this person is still not going to follow the order. Like, never. Also, what I forgot to say in this video is I'm supposed to get 2 phone calls a week, or I'm supposed to be able to call my kid a week. I just call her, pick Tuesdays and Thursdays because I see them Saturday or see her Saturday. So the first, I got a whole, I'm gonna show y'all because this person's number is not even in here. Like, it's saved on the CNC, so y'all wanna see them. I'm gonna show y'all. From, oh, I thought I had made it to the top. I didn't. July 2019. He always got something stupid to say. I don't be giving a fuck because the nigga just want a fucking reaction. This is how it started. Never talk to my kids. People love to sit here and say how I just don't fuck with my kids. Do y'all see that date from the first date? Like, rewind the video and look at this date from the first date. And this is all what's going on now. I literally don't like to talk to this dude. Y'all seen for at least 2 to 3 months of me trying to sit here and talk to my kids at the time. And it was a whole issue. It's a whole problem. You gotta say some slick shit.
But you just trying to do this because of court. You're not fucked up. Don't be trying to be a mother now. Blah, 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 this. Blah, blah, blah.
Like, you really a miserable bitch because I don't even want to fucking be talking to you in the fucking first place. Duh. But it just goes to show that this person literally did not let me talk to my kid, and still don't let me talk to Crystal. What's going on with that is he figured out he got another attorney because I'm not gonna give up on my kids. My kids will never be able to grow up and feel as if, oh well, my mom just had 2 other kids and she just like fuck us. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and never let them feel that way or think that way. Like, when they grow up, whether I ever get custody or not, when they grow up, I'm gonna be able to show them proof and paperwork that nigga, I fighted for y'all whole entire life. My kids will never feel as if their own fucking mother did not want them. Like, that's fucked up. So, back to this phone stuff. He wasn't letting me talk to them before then, but I had got a new phone, and the other phone is in the wrong mouth, like going to get it. But when I was trying to talk to them, even on the other phone, he would always say, oh, well, Chris, I want to talk to you, or Chris is not with me, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. So now y'all see every day, like, what else I'll say? When that first order came through, he was like, well, I'm not going to let you talk to her until after court. And that's literally what he did. Until after court, I could not talk to my damn kid. And until after court, I could not see my kid. And it's just because you know that the attorney that I have now don't have a problem with bringing that ass to court. Like, she not like my last attorney. Her track record and her fucking reviews are good as fuck. Like, she not finna sit here and play that stupid shit. And I think he know that now. He's doing good right now for a fucking reason. And you would think, let me finish what I was gonna say. So now, as y'all see, the last 3-4 weeks, I have been trying to talk to Crystal. Even after the order, he's never home. He's supposed to be on call. Y'all, I have had an on-call job. That don't mean that you don't still have your fucking kid because you're on call. Like, Crystal's literally always with his fucking mama, where she's always been. Like, that's where the fuck they live. Like, and this is not alleged. Like, I have documentation proof that they call his mother. I have documentation proof that they go to school from her address. They get picked up from her address, go back and forth from her address. You don't even have them. And he have sat here and told me, and it's not allegedly, he has sat here and told me that, I mean, I just didn't want to have to pay that much child support. So these kids don't even live with you. Every time I try to contact him about speaking to my child, she's at your mama's house. And like I said, y'all might not know, but I blocked the bitch. You're not gonna sit here and tell my kids that, oh, your mother belongs in jail. You're not gonna sit here and be on my phone talking to me as if I'm some shit on the bottom of your foot. Fuck your fat ass. Like, I don't like his mom. His mom is really fucking racist. She's racist just like her fucking parents. And to me, it fucking kills them inside that their beloved son or her beloved son, all she really have, like fucking black women. Like, that's just all it is. Because my baby daddy's brother that has a baby or married to a white woman don't have none of these problems. None of that shit. Like, my baby daddy, like, the only reason why she's halfway fucking with him is because he has custody of the kids. This person's mother used to drug test him every fucking week because they was washing their hands with this motherfucker. The only thing that brought them close is the fact that this bitch have never had a little girl and she won't mind. And that's exactly what the fuck she got, because this person does not even have custody of her when he has her. Like, he has custody, like paperwork custody, but he does not keep her. And to me, that's even more stupid because you would rather your mama raise a fucking biracial child than for this child to know her actual mother and have a relationship with her actual real mama. Why would you mentally do that to a fucking kid? Like, that's just the sickest shit to me, y'all. Like, and can't nobody make me look at it and feel any type of other way than the fact that that's just sick as hell. That people I want to team up against somebody to remove them out their kid's life. Bitch, they're still half black. No matter how much you do and don't like black people, they're still half black. And just because you have that one Mexican friend does not mean that you're not racist. I was going to say something else about something else. I don't know.